In this video, we're going to dive into how you can create your own lead magnet that's designed to turn visitors into leads, but most importantly, leads into sales. So in this video, we're going to be talking about lead magnets, and most importantly, how you can create a lead magnet that really works to convert your website visitors into sales. Because it's crazy how many business owners, entrepreneurs, websites out there are sitting there doing nothing. You know, people are okay with their websites just generating them no leads, or just getting, one lead occasionally from their website. Your website is and should be designed to get you business, to bring you business. So it's really important that you have something that can not only speak to those very bottom of the funnel visitors who are ready to buy right now, because that's only ever going to be, several percent of a market at any one time. There is 90% plus of visitors who might be your perfect customer, but they're simply not ready to buy just now. They might be ready in a couple of hours, a couple of days, or even a couple of months. But the idea is that you want to be getting them onto your email list so you can start building that relationship, nurturing that lead, and eventually turning it into a sale. And this is going to make your business run on autopilot, so you have a steady flow of leads each month. And especially when you build out an email marketing sequence around this to automate that entire process, the results can be incredible. So I want to dive into 8 things that you need to include in your lead magnet to ensure that it's going to start converting visitors into leads. And also some of the common mistakes that people make when it comes to building a lead magnet. Now, just a caveat here before we dive into any of these things, it's really important that you're crystal clear on who your customer avatar is before you even think about putting together a lead magnet. Because this is going to shape everything from the landing page, the positioning, and the content of the lead magnet itself. So really get crystal clear on that. I'm going to link to another video we did recently that walks you through how to create a customer avatar if you haven't already got one. I'm also going to link to a customer avatar worksheet we've got on our website. I'll put that in the description below. So if you haven't got your customer avatar crystal clear just yet, make sure you get that figured out before you start creating the lead magnet, because seriously, that in itself is enough to skyrocket your results. But it's really going to make a transformational difference to how well your lead magnet performs. So firstly, it's really important that you make your lead magnet as specific as possible. And when I say that, I mean that it's presenting a specific solution to a specific problem that people have. So if you work in a certain niche at the moment, think about almost like a niche within that niche. Like, what's a particular pain that people have within your industry? There's probably several. Think of one and present a solution to that specific problem. So as an example here, let's say that we're targeting the marketing industry. The marketing industry as a whole is a very, very big industry. But if we want to hone into a particular audience type within that, maybe marketing managers, or even let's say social media managers, right? Something that they might be struggling with is content scheduling. So a lead magnet that solves a specific pain to them might be something like a free content planner or a content planner template that they can use, and they can very easily plug and play into their business to save them time of having to go through that and do that all manually. So you see here how it's solving a very, very specific problem that they have and giving them a very specific solution to it. So think about how that could look in your industry. What particular problems or pains could you solve for people? The next most important thing is that your lead magnet, or your landing page in which you're offering the lead magnet, is presenting and promising one big thing, right? One key takeaway instead of lots of little individual things. You know, it's fine to have bullet points on the page and stuff like that, but the core messaging behind it, what are you ultimately delivering someone? What are you promising someone? So if we look at the example earlier of the social media content planner, the big idea, the big key takeaway here might be that you never have to run out of ideas again, you know, for your social media content, because again, that's going to be another big pain that these people have, is coming up with new ideas all the time and planning them in. So, you know, it might be to never run out of ideas again for your marketing, but it's important to have one key takeaway, and then it's fine to break that down into steps and what the kind of lead magnet offers later on the page. Now, the next point is that it's really important that your lead magnet speaks to the desired end result of your target audience, right? So think about what it is they're really trying to achieve here. You know, what do they stand to gain? Maybe it be some freedom, maybe it be the recognition they've always wanted, the promotion they've always wanted, or, you know, maybe it just be happiness, freedom, you know, whatever that thing is, whatever the desired end result of your customer is, speak to that and show them how you're bringing them closer to that end goal. So number 4 is really important, and this is where a lot of people go wrong with their lead magnets, but it needs to deliver instant gratification. You know, gone are the days where you can offer 100-page PDF ebooks. You know, people are strapped for time. They're just not gonna wait around, and they don't have time to read through things. If anything, they want something that's gonna make their lives easier and not give them more things to do, you know, have another book on the list to read. So think about things like, you know, calculators, templates, checklists, the kind of things where people can kind of print it off, use it, and it, you know, instantly helps them to get from where they are right now and again get closer to that desired end result that they have. Now the next point here, and this is really something that's going to help you start turning more of those leads into sales, but it's that the lead magnet should really shift the relationship with your potential customers. So when they're reading through this, or when they're consuming the content, when they're watching the training, whatever it might be, it should change the thought pattern they currently have in their mind. It should make them want to engage with you more. So there's a real fine balance to be struck between giving them the value that they need to bring them closer and to get them genuine results, but also making them see how life could be if they were to potentially work with you. You know, so establish that credibility, show them that you know what they're talking about. And this can even work just from delivering people a result. So really think about some ways that you can pre-frame your lead magnet in order to keep your business, your brand top of mind for when people are ready to make a buying decision. So number 6 is your lead magnet needs to have high perceived value, right? It's worth investing a bit of extra money in getting some nice graphics done for your lead magnet, whatever it might be. Even if it's a video course, having some, you know, high render mock-ups created, if it is a checklist or a guide, to kind of show people what they're missing out on, right? Give them a visual representation of that. This can work really well when used in conjunction with some, you know, good copywriting on the website that speaks to the kind of pain and the solutions that you're providing. Okay, so this next one follows on really nicely, and this is a really important one to factor in, especially, you know, when you're going to make your lead magnet look the part. It needs to deliver on that. So it needs to have a high actual value. Like, you know, you can't promise the world to people and then not deliver on it or underwhelm them. You know, if anything, you want to be over-delivering. So ensure that your, you know, your lead magnet, whatever it is you're promising, you need to know that it works, right? So it's worth really thinking about this and how you can, what additional things you can give to people that are going to help them. What extra checklists can you offer them, templates, really think, how can I go over and above to make this person's life easier? Because believe me, the more you do that, the more people are going to be willing to buy from you. A lot of people have a mental block around this and think, oh, if I give people too much, they're just never going to buy from me. The people that won't buy from you won't buy from you anyway. So just think about how you can ensure that your lead magnet is actually taking people to, or bringing them closer to a desired result they have, whether that be in the form of a template or checklist that gets results, so that when people go through these steps, they will get the result or a particular result that they're looking for that brings them closer to their goal. Because the first thing that will go through someone's mind when they get that result is, oh my God, if I can get this result and they haven't even charged me, imagine what it would be like to work with that company. And that's when you start to see the power of doing a lead magnet properly. Now, the final point is rapid consumption. It's so important these days, similar to point 4, that people can get instant gratification. But on top of the instant gratification, it's important that they can consume it very quickly and in a way that's convenient to them. So maybe even think about having something presented in an audio format, for example. I've seen people sometimes offering, free guides and then having a $10 upsell or something to get an audio version with it as well. But really think about, the convenience. How can you give this to people in a way that's really going to fit around their lifestyle? Really think about your customer avatar here. Who are these people? What kind of lifestyles do they have? How can I give them something that's not only going to get them the result they want, but that's going to fit into their lifestyle? Okay guys, so I really hope that video's helped. I'm also going to link in the description to an article we did on lead magnets recently that contains a checklist you can go through and some other additional tips and ideas around potential lead magnets or topics for lead magnets that you can create. So make sure you go check that one out. If you like the video, make sure you give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this every week.